Welcome to Spoofers, the podcast where we talk about random things.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for coming out to another episode of Spoofs Lounge. As we all know, I'm your host, Michael Kolaluka, and man, thank you for everyone that has reached out on the internet land. Man, your guys' comments, concerns, and whatnot. It is it's really neat, man. And thank you. Yeah, I've had people reach out. Hey man, you're doing a great job. I had people reach out saying that you suck, and that's great too. I'm always a huge fan of open criticism, and we're just gonna keep on rolling like that. I figure if people hate it, well, I'm doing something that other half are liking because people are telling me I'm doing a good job. So we're gonna keep on rolling like that. And today we're gonna change it up just a little bit. Almost every single episode we have done so far has been an interview of some sort, and that is great. I love being able to introduce anybody and everybody to the show, and mostly people that have been on the show so far, they are coming back. And every time I've had it, man, people want to come back and do it again and again. And today ain't going to be any kind of exception to that. We have an absolute legend to say here that's good, that is sitting next to me today, and pretty much we're gonna roll, we're gonna BS, and we're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be almost pretty much 100% off the cuff, and it's gonna be a fun time.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does, why is it doing what it's doing. Get it out of my face. What about buttered sausage?
That's not your jam. It's not your thing. You don't like it?
It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
We're going to throw a little conspiracy theory at you. Going to throw some real world stuff at you. Throw some fishing stuff, Why not? And you guys know this man sitting next to me right now. It is the absolute legend, most interesting man in Ellis County, Rodney Blevins. Rodney, man, thank you for coming to this show, man.
Hell yeah, I'm glad to be here. So, thank you everybody for having us back out again. But hold on a second, Michael. Did you say that you have detractors?
Yeah.
Wow. But hey, a lot of people hated Howard Stern for a long time too, He did okay for himself.
Howard Stern, that guy did it,
Yeah.
He, for as much haters as he has now, because he turned really left.
Oh,
he got weird. I think it was the time that he, all the years spent in California, he went really left. It got real weird.
He lost me after a while, but I tell you what, when he was going, he was going. Man, movie came out, and I couldn't wait to watch the movie. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
What was it? Private Park.
Yes.
He had it going on.
Heck, no, dude, that guy had everything going on, man. And then I want to say he almost probably pretty much kickstarted the podcast stuff, because his TV show, or not TV show, his radio show was televised.
Yes.
And I remember being a younger kid watching, I get done watching my MTV.
Yeah.
And then, man, we would go and kick it and start watching the Howard Stern, and, it was on TV. You had Beetlejuice. I remember.
Beetlejuice. Oh, yeah, for sure.
That dude was hilarious.
All that stuff. But then, he got that deal for streaming or for the most part, a podcast on Sirius XM.
Yes, yeah.
500 million for 10 years.
He
doesn't bounce a ball, throw a ball, or hit a ball, but he made a ball.
The damn right he did. That is just crazy to really think that somebody pretty much doing essentially what me and you are doing.
Yes. Yeah.
Making that kind of change,
Exactly.
And I couldn't fathom. I mean, you get these big names like Joe Rogan. He was, of course, he's a celebrity interviewing celebrities. He's paid $100,000 per episode.
Yeah.
He does 2 a week.
Oh yeah.
Ronnie, what would you do if you made $200,000 in a week?
I'd work 10 weeks and I'd never work again. No, I'd probably keep going.
I would ride that gravy train till the end.
Oh yeah. Sure.
That is, it's crazy to hear about.
The people that Joe Rogan get on, I told you recently, I was bowling and I tore something in my arm.
Yeah, he showed me a picture and that thing looked gnarly.
Dude, Joe Rogan had those people on there, the UFC guys and stuff, talking about that BPC 1-Speed 7. I got those shots, and I got full movement, full motion,
Yeah.
and I guess it worked. You know, the UFC guys use it to repairs of, after fighting and stuff.
Yeah, because those guys, they're putting some stuff through their body.
Oh yeah, and my nephew, he uses the nasal spray. I mean, my nephew's got a 6-pack on top of the 6-pack. He's ripped.
Oh, he's stacked.
Ripped.
Okay.
And
Ladies' man, right?
I got it. Oh yeah. I got to give him a heads up. Clint Blevins, you're doing great. I love you. You started out hard. Had some problems, but man, he's got his shit straight. And if this ever gets to him, I want him to know I'm proud of him.
Heck yeah. Comeback story, right?
Right on. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sound like mine.
Hey, dude.
I don't like mine.
I have had, well, obviously, your episode was the most popular episode I've done so far.
Right on.
And, I gotta get y'all to the side one day to show you all the comments and stuff that, people have sent me. And they're like, man, your story was not only just wild, but it goes to show you that, hey, people can go down a bad path and bounce back.
Overcome.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, I mean, man, honestly, whenever I was growing up, you hear somebody get onto this stuff and you just almost write them off.
You never hear about it no more.
Like, man, you go out to East Tech, like the Speeder, we call it Speeder Creek.
Oh yeah.
But, you got towards Speeder Creek, and it's almost like a whole generation of people are gone.
It's weird that, lakes somehow bring that about. That's at Tawakoni, that's at Fort. It's out at Whitney. I don't know what the deal is.
A friend of mine, we talk about that, and yeah, we're like, I don't know what it is about water, but methamphetamine grows from water, apparently.
And I guess because, you can get a trailer home somewhere near a lake for not too big of a deal, Not right on the lake, of course.
Yeah.
But outside the lake areas and stuff, you can get your trailer home, and there you go.
Now, he was telling me, because he wasn't directly involved with this, with the Speeder Creek Indians. Speeder Creekians, we call it.
But
he knew about it. He was.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't the guy yet, but he knew who was what and doing everything. And he was telling me that they would actually go and cook meth in a boat on the water,
right?
And then at night, and then if they saw anybody showing up, they just
throw it overboard,
kick it in the water.
Yeah,
nothing ever happened. No proof, no nothing.
Man, that's innovative right there.
Hey,
and I've been there, done that, but not on a lake. But hey, I guess there was a couple times I wish I'd have been on a lake.
I hear that.
A buddy of mine got his. They were doing it and everything, and a pan lit up on fire, and the guy that held it had it in his hand. Well, he threw it all over my buddy's back.
Oh.
And he did the Parkland burn unit and all that stuff and scrubbing it off. And if back's all scarred up, well now he's got tattoos of flames all over his whole back. He got it all tattooed so he can't see the scars and stuff, But yeah, it'd have been nice to have been on a lake, what I mean? He could just jumped in,
Yeah, kind of extinguish the flames a little bit, The water ain't quite sanitary, but at least it would extinguish the flames a little bit.
Never really thought about that. But hey, we're talking smack about Speeder Creek. Right here within our Ellis County, recent bust of 90 kilos cocaine.
Yeah, buddy.
Businesses and houses, 12 indictments. That's all we know so far because there's still an ongoing investigation.
Sure.
DEA, Homeland Security. Right here in our little burb right here.
Ben, you'd be surprised on how much excitement, I'm going to call it excitement, that actually goes through here, because we'll listen to some of the scanners every now and then, and you're just like, what in the world?
I need to get on what's that Facebook deal, crime deal. I need to get on that.
Yeah. Like there was a person, it was a couple months ago, and he was in downtown Waxahachie with a machete chasing people.
Wow.
I mean, I want to say that the canine got called out on that one. And
wow.
That boy had a rough time.
I bet.
I mean, those dogs don't play.
No, they don't play.
No, man. You ever seen it where they do the dog training?
Oh,
the guy has the bodysuit, he takes off running.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're like, and here he comes, and there goes Fido full speed, and he just takes the guy and he's in a full bodysuit, and the dog jumps, takes him down, and it's like,
I've seen one of those dogs almost flip him over. Those what are those? They look like German Shepherds, but they're a little bit smaller.
Oh, I think they're the Malinois. Malinois, yeah. Man, they don't mess around. No,
they take a lot of attention. Because I told people for years, I want to get one of those. I want to get one. He said, man, do you have a job? I said, yeah. He said, well, your house is going to get tore up every day because they need
super high energy.
Total attention all the time. Yeah.
Super high energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had a canine unit at my work today. Or no, it was yesterday. And he had the dog with him. The dog is like the dog's probably smarter than I am. Yeah, to be completely honest. Like it's trained for one.
Yeah.
And
Probably knew what you had for lunch by smelling you.
oh yeah, like I go and I see this dog and I'm like, man, am I able to pet this dog? He's like, man, he's at work right now. Let's not do that.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, man, this dog knows where he's at work. I mean, heck, this dog, he misses around less than I do, you know? Like,
Yeah.
but no, I was looking at it like, he listened, he knew command, he knew everything. And I was talking to the handler a little bit and he was like, yep, he didn't tell me the word, but if he says the word, the dog is the first thing he sees, it's game on apparently.
Right on.
And he was like, nope, we say the word and he knows it's go time.
Right on.
And I was like, holy, that's what I'm talking about right there, man. Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Like,
That pistol with no bullets, baby.
yeah, buddy. Like he was like, so there was one guy that he was hiding. He was telling me a story that he was hiding up in the tree and they couldn't get him. They're like, buddy, you might want to come down. We're going to call the dog out. And young kid, middle fingers up, F the police, this and that, yada, 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 They're like, he said it, man, we gave him 3 chances and he didn't change. Well, there goes the dog, and that dog will run up a tree.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I don't know if he didn't say how many feet up, but he was up high enough where the police officers were on the ground. They were climbing up or whatever to get him.
Right.
That dog runs up the tree, grabs him by the leg, pulls him down, and gets him in the face. Said the guy had his eyeball hanging out, all kinds of stuff. I'm going, man, that's tough.
We for stupid things get stupid results.
Oh yeah, he said the guy got caught like shoplifting, like it was under under a $50 offense, but he ran from the police. So it amplifies everything.
Yeah.
So now they're like, okay, because I was talking to him a little bit. And he's like, man, when somebody runs,
Evading arrest.
you're evading arrest. Well, now it's like, okay, now it's just not like, okay, man, here's a ticket for whatever,
Right.
Now it's you're evading arrest. Why is this guy running? We have to figure out what's going on with this guy. Is he some kind of kingpin smuggler or
For sure. Why is he running?
yeah? Why is this guy running?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So it's like now we got to get this guy.
Yeah.
Well, now he's up in a tree.
Yeah.
Here comes Fido.
Yep.
Fido don't play.
No.
Gator ain't never been about that. Gator ain't playing no shit. Gators.
They got a cell with bars on it. As soon as you get out of the hospital, getting your eye pop back in the socket.
That's
Other than that, there you go.
But he told me this-
$50.
Yeah. I'm like, this dude lost his eye and got, beat up by this dog for over $50, that he took from some convenience store, But like, he said that the cop was there. The guy takes off running, has his stuff in his hand. So, of course, the officer knows that, hey, this guy just stole this,
Sure.
If you didn't steal it and you hit, hey, man, what's going on? And the guy takes off running even more.
Right. Well, then maybe you did buy it, but how much dope you got in your pocket?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You
Or what gun do you have in your pocket? You know what I mean? Turn
something,
the whole
situation out like, hey, what is going on here? So now it's just, yeah. You hate to see that, but at the same time, you're like, man, that's
pretty damn cool.
pretty damn cool. Like, I will go, I know me and you send reels back and forth
Well, sure.
on Instagram or Facebook all the time, but man, I'll come across like when you get the police officers that stop this person and they're super like anti everything. And the officer's like, hey man, I just need to see your license.
Yeah, they're sovereign citizens.
You don't need to see my driver's license. I'm a traveler.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you gotta come on. We all know the drill. There's not a loophole. If you get pulled over, there's a reason why you got pulled over. You guys show me your license and your insurance, like that's.
I've always said to everybody, especially back when all this stuff was going on with cops beat people up there. I said, I've never got my ass beat by a police officer by saying yes, sir, or yes, ma'am, no, sir, or no, ma'am. Never once. I've never been asked to get out of my car if yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. You know what I mean?
I did one time. It was a friend of mine's funeral outside of New Orleans, and I'm driving, and I'm going way fast. I'm going down I-49. I was probably at least doing 100.
Right.
Middle of nowhere. I got stopped. same thing, yes, sir. Hey, you know how fast you were going? I was like, I probably was going really fast.
Yeah.
For you to stop me. Yes, sir, you were going fast. Okay, you have your ID. Give me my ID. He's like, okay, can you please step out of the vehicle? I was like,
Right.
is everything fine? He's like, this is just protocol.
Right.
I was like, okay, I was making sure, like, okay.
Yeah,
And I remember,
sure.
so I mean, nothing says that, like, hey, things are about to turn sideways, standing on the back of your car on the highway.
But at the same time, you're doing nearly twice the speed limit.
Oh, no,
So-
I was in the wrong.
Yeah, right.
But
I'm talking about just generally doing, 15, 20 miles an hour over the speed limit.
yeah, you get
understand?
busted, hey, hang on the shorts and go.
I've had my gun license now for 11, 12 years. I've been pulled over about 10 times in that period. One time for 93 and a 65 in Midlothian. And he gave me a business card and said, I got to give you something, but Mr. Blevins, slow down.
Yeah.
He asked me what I was going so fast. I said, well, I'm trying to get to an oil change appointment in Fort Worth at Subaru dealership and everything. He said, yeah, weaving in and out of cars like this. I said, okay, you got me.
Yeah, right.
But every time, hell, some police officers, when I get pulled over and give them my gun license, he asked me where my pistol is. I said, well, I would have told you, but I don't have it with me today.
Right.
And they're like, what good does that do you? I go, well, at one time I said, well, I'm going to my sister-in-law's house, and she's not friendly with guns and everything. There's a really good reason for that. And, I'm not about locking my gun in my car so somebody can smash the window and grab it. And
Sure.
He said, well, that makes total sense. He said, you're doing 11 miles an hour here in the city of Obilla. I'm gonna ask you to kindly slow down a little bit. Have a good day.
Yeah.
And
Hey, speaking of that, my wife, Robin, she's been pulled over
she can reach the foot pedal.
barely.
Okay.
That seat's up close.
Okay.
That seat is close. Like I get in there and I'm eating a steering wheel. It's bad. Like last time I tried to get in her car and she had her seat where she normally does, like I went in and my knee got stuck in the dash and I'm like, oh God, like I had to like pull myself back out of the car, move the seat back and then get in.
One of these days she's gonna hear these. She hear one of these and she's gonna be mad at me. It's gonna cost me a beer or something.
Oh, she listens and she's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah. She's just like, really? Like
Yeah.
I'm the bad guy? Like, no, honey, you're never the bad guy. You have a lot of stories to tell,
She's been called Bad Robin, right?
She's a Little Rob and Dirty Rob.
Dirty Rob. That's it.
So you have like this deal where she'll get to the point of Little Rob.
Yeah.
She's pretty gangster, and she,
Right on.
it's you got alternate personality, but then you go to the next level of Dirty Rob, and Dirty Rob don't play.
Maybe Saturday in November when we get off the boat and back to the $1 million house we're staying in. Maybe I can get Dirty Rob out of it.
Oh man, maybe
I've been warned.
See?
I've been warned, but
it's a warning, and
why hear about something and not see it?
she does have the alternate personality of Dirty Rob, and
Yeah.
and that was given. Well, you've met
Yeah.
Nicholas.
Yeah.
He gave her the name, and that,
Right.
my God, it's true.
Yeah.
And speaking of Nicholas, he's actually, this whole idea of the podcast was mine and Nicholas's idea.
Right.
And he got cold feet, whatever.
He's yet to be on here yet, right?
He has yet, but he's been messaging me. I believe next week we're going to start knocking out. Nicholas is going to start coming down here. We're going to start knocking some stuff out.
Nicholas, I'm calling you out. You're leaving your cousin here to do this all on his own.
Yeah, I know, right?
And come on, man. This is my third one.
It is your third one.
This is my third one.
Yes, your third one.
And you're laying up.
And
Come on. I'm calling you out.
yeah,
Nicholas.
right. Yeah.
Call me out, brother.
And since I've had his sister and dad on the show,
Yes.
this was mine and his idea.
I think his sister killed it.
Oh yeah, Kendall,
Yeah.
Big K. Oh yeah,
K.
Big K. Yeah, she's awesome.
Love her.
Oh man, she is awesome. Yeah, and yeah, whenever she comes back down, yeah, I'm definitely going to get her on actually in person in the show in the studio.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because this is a pretty neat studio.
It's a neat studio, but we need to do the round table upstairs with several.
I'll agree with that.
Needs to come up.
I definitely agree with that.
Camera involved or something, we'll figure something out.
Well, the camera, we are gonna go on video. I have to change this studio up a little bit because as everyone has seen when they watch the show, that it's just a desk right now with two chairs,
Right,
couple
right.
microphones,
Yeah.
and then I got everything is gonna change. So when we do go live on the camera, it'll be different. It'll have like some accent chairs. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be
Right.
fun. It's gonna be nice. And I want to say, to be on video, and people keep saying, man, you need video, you'll get more views, you'll do this. And I mean, I don't quite understand it because, like, whenever I listen to a podcast, it's in the car.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
And
for sure.
people more or less were like, okay, well, they turn on in their car, like on their phone, and they put the phone like in the front or whatever. I think watching a video while you're driving is pretty dangerous.
So today we had a big safety meeting with the company I work for. I work for Summit Fire Security, 32 states. I can't remember how many employees, but anyway, we had a guy come today and do a deal about texting and driving.
Sure.
And he's getting serious and everything. And then he pops this picture up on the screen. Beautiful little girl, blonde-headed girl. She might have been 21, 22 years old.
Okay.
But then he said, that's my daughter, Megan. She's killed by a distracted driver.
Oh, that's tough.
And this man was like, I don't know how he composed himself to continue with the deal. But I tell you what, during the deal, he's talking about these sleeves that were on Shark Tank. You sit your phone in these sleeves, you close it, and you get nothing. You get nothing. When you stop driving, you can open them up. You'll have all your texts. You'll have everything for an hour or two right then.
Okay.
And that was I'm just giving you a little basic deal. He went into his granddaughter. She's now 12 and showed the accident scene and all that stuff. And you call me while I'm driving, you text me when you're driving, I don't care anymore.
Okay.
It's something that everybody needs to see. This guy was amazing to be able to do that. And he's been hit by 3 distracted drivers since his daughter's dead.
No kidding.
Each time, not but a week before, he's talking to his wife, telling, I can't do this no more. I can't handle it no more. And somehow, some way, God gets him in all very serious accidents, unscathed.
That's wild.
And keeps him going.
I used to be the world's worst about texting and driving. I used to do it. Heck, I'd be doing a road trip. I'd be cruising down the highway. I'm texting on my phone. I'm doing whatever. Scrolling Facebook.
I've sent you reels while driving.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I've watched your reels while driving.
Absolutely.
I've Facebook while driving. Hey, no more.
Yeah, I mean, but I would say the past year I've slowed down a lot.
Right.
And I just get to the point, like, I used to actually mess with one of my coworkers. I'd follow him into work.
Yeah.
And I would text him, like I'd be driving, but I was kind of like texting. We're in the middle of these back roads,
To see how you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can tell a difference when someone.
Absolutely.
But it's just scary because not enough people will notice that because everybody's texting and driving.
Oh yeah.
And
me and you ride motorcycles. And what do you see all the time?
Everyone's head is down.
What do you see? Yes.
I would say that would probably open my eyes more.
I don't know how we see that while we're riding our motorcycles, but it's so more blatantly obvious when you're riding a motorcycle that somebody's texting near you than when you're driving a car and they're doing it.
Well, you're in a motorcycle, you're so aware.
You are.
Because someone in a vehicle, like an actual passenger car, they're not exposed to the elements like you are in a motorcycle.
It's almost superimposed.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And man, I can't tell you how many times that, like, I'll be cruising and on a motorcycle, you want to always go faster than traffic.
For sure.
So you have somewhat of control.
Right. And you're not around other people.
Correct.
And sometimes you'll be doing 55 miles an hour, but I can jump up 70 and get ahead of this guy. I don't have to worry about this guy anymore.
Yes. But you notice, like, because you're driving and you go to the next lane and you're going and you just out of habit, because you're so observant on a motorcycle, you'll look and everyone's head is always down.
It's crazy.
And I was like, man, this is bad, but I can't. I know whenever I drive the Cafe Racer, because it's so much quieter than the Aprilia, that everybody pulls out in front of me.
Yeah.
Just because it's a quiet bike, and it is small. Bikes are small. And it is
my heart is loud and people pull out in front of me.
Now, I haven't had to pull out in front of the Aprilia.
Yeah.
But I do get it sometimes, but when it's so loud, I crack the throttle.
Rare confirmed 90% deaf. I put that in.
If they can't hear that dude whenever I'm next to them, they are deaf.
Oh yeah,
should be driving.
He was telling us that the average person looks down at their phone. It takes them 2.4 seconds to look and see what they're seeing. That's if they have face that are up in their phone.
Sure.
55 miles an hour, 2.4 seconds. You went 100 yards of football field.
Wow. I mean, I'm not arguing that it is
Yeah, no, it's just I mean, I was really touched today. It major impact on my life.
Sure.
And I'm gonna tell my son, I'm gonna say, look, if you know I'm driving or whatever, or because he knows I always pick up, but I tell him there might be some times Dad don't answer. I'll call you back.
Sure. Now, I don't have an issue talking and driving. Like, if I'm actually talking on the phone, a lot of times if I'm talking when I'm driving, it's through speaker or whatever.
Right. Even
And
through that, I could run you through a deal. It's crazy. I know I'm going a little. Well, I'm not going off key here. We're talking.
no. We're off the cuff, man.
He had a guy in the group. He told him, what I want you to do, I'm gonna time you to count 1 through 10. And he did 1, 2, 3 for 1.4 seconds. Then he goes like, man, that's pretty quick. That's fast. He said, okay, now what I'm gonna do is I want you to go from A to J. Your alphabet. He did that, and it was like 1.6 seconds. And he's like, man, that's pretty quick. He said, a lot of people it takes longer than that and everything. He said, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set you up here. So at 1.4 and 1.6 equals 3 seconds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna double your time. And what I want you to do now is, because what he was saying is, people say they multitask, your brain multitasks.
Yes.
It does not.
Okay.
It does one task at a time. So if you're driving and you look down your phone, you're no longer driving, you're looking at your phone.
That is correct.
Your brain, it doesn't work that way. So then he said, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to double your time. I'm going to give you 6 seconds to do this task right here. So what I want you to do is go 1A, 1B, or 1A, 2B, 3C, 4D, all the way to J.
Okay.
And when he did, he got fumbled up in there somewhere and everything. But anyway, it took him 18 seconds to do that.
Okay.
So the 2 tasks that took him 1.4 and 1.6 seconds before, you put them together 3 seconds. And that took him 18 seconds to complete that, because your brain does not multitask. It does one thing at a time.
Yeah, because think about if you're texting and driving. Okay, I got my hand on the wheel.
Yeah.
Phone in my hand.
Yeah.
I'm texting. I'm looking down.
Yeah.
And then when I look up, you're not texting anymore.
No.
You're driving again.
Yes.
And so pretty much what you're doing is you're driving up and like, okay, am I clear or not? Okay, yep, whatever. And you look down and you start texting again.
Yeah.
Or scrolling Facebook.
Right.
Looking at TikTok,
Hey,
whatever.
This guy, I don't know. I don't know if it costs the customer or the company for him to come. If he does it volunteer. He does a lot of kids stuff and everything.
Yeah.
And he in high schools and stuff. And it's crazy, dude. For family touched me today.
That, I mean, at least a company did something like this.
Yes.
And it meant something to somebody like you.
Yeah.
Like today, it meant something to you.
The company I work for pays $16 million a year in insurance premiums.
I'll believe it.
$16 million.
Sure, I'll absolutely believe it. Yeah.
He told us, he said, I can't remember what he called it, but when you're in a lawsuit, if somebody dies or something like that, it's called a somehow lawsuit, an explosion or something. I can't remember what it was. And the average lawsuit like that or whatever 20 years ago was like $1.4 million when somebody dies of a deal. Now the average cost when you kill somebody in a vehicle, $20 million lawsuit.
No kidding.
No kidding. Jeez. I wish I remember the word. The word is cooler than explosion.
Sure.
Yeah, explosive or something. But yeah, it's amazing that. And last year we had 350 wrecks in our company vehicles.
Nationwide?
Okay. 350. We also had 2 employees killed by distracted drivers.
Oh, man.
In this past year.
So at your company, on y'all's company vehicles, y'all have like GPS and cameras and everything?
Yeah, all that and everything.
Okay.
Yep. And 10 miles an hour over is a bad thing.
Oh, yeah. Speeding offense. Can't drive without your depending on the program that you use, because we implemented all that here recently on our fleet. And, depending on what system you have, it'll tell you if your seatbelt ain't fastened.
Oh, yeah. It tells you all.
Check engine lights on, hard braking.
Yeah.
It'll do all. But I personally think that having the cameras in the vehicles and the GPS and whatnot, I don't agree with it facing the driver, because that is like, you're almost like a violation of privacy.
I'm with you 100%
Now,
on that.
I do believe they should face forward.
Sure.
And then that way, like say if you're driving when you have a company logo on the side of a vehicle, you're a bullseye.
That's another thing they were talking about.
That is a bullseye, and you will. Your people are going like, this is a payday, and so they'll pull in front of you and they jam the brakes.
Because before I was working for a Texas company, smaller. We had 3 offices.
Sure.
And he explained how the difference of having the new company logo is nationwide, how people watch that kind of stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's crazy.
A story that I can relate to on this is that, I got this young kid working for me, okay? Was he distracted while he was driving? 100%. I'm not going to doubt this one bit, okay?
Right.
But, okay, so check this. So he hit this car at Quick Trip. He was pulling into Quick Trip. He hits them, okay? But this lady, this sweet, innocent bystander lady, just happened to have her phone on. The video, this truck pulling into the parking lot with this kid with his head down, probably texting whoever, Facebook, TikTok, whatever, but he's distracted driving. He has his head down, clear, and you can see that clearly in his video.
Right.
As he's pulling up to there, and out of nowhere, this poor dude in this pile of garbage, Nissan Altima, backs up, and he hits him. But, like, it was quick. Like, he put it in reverse. I saw the video. He puts it in reverse, and he floors it so he doesn't have a chance to stop.
Right.
But this sweet, innocent lady, innocent bystander, conveniently had the video camera rolling as he pulled in, and just conveniently had him like this. I'm like,
sounds like case for Andy Griffith or Matlock.
Definitely Matlock.
Yeah.
100%. But you're just like, so people do, when you have a logo on the side of a vehicle,
much less a city logo.
Our city logo.
Yeah.
You got a city logo company, like what you're a part of or anything. That is a bullseye.
Oh, yeah.
And now, did everything get dismissed? Yeah, I mean, absolutely, because you could tell that.
Right.
I mean, well, plus the guy that did it, he had like so many warrants for his arrest. Yeah. He had so many.
Michael, have you ever been in a podcast and got mooned before?
You know what? I can't say that was a first.
That was the first.
We're gonna have to thank Troy on that one.
Yeah.
It looked like a side of ham.
Yeah. Hey, if Troy come in here and mooned us through the damn glass here.
That's right. That is right. But yeah, so he ended up, that guy, not only did he leave with a destroyed vehicle, he now went to jail because he had so many warrants for his arrest.
Right.
So it's like, I mean, if you're going to play insurance fraud, you at least need to make sure your record
worked out too was good.
Do what now?
It said it ended up working out for the good.
I mean, but I mean, like, it had barely scuffed our bumper.
People out there though.
There's a fellow that I know. He, it was fixed in no time.
I know that guy.
You know what? I know that guy as well.
I think we're staying in his aunt's $1 million place down in Galveston.
I'm going to try not to catch it on fire this time.
Yeah, you did almost catch it on fire. Let's leave the reverse searing. Let's just eat the steaks coming off the grill.
I think we are going to. That might be the.
But hey, I do have a big cast iron Dutch oven.
Yeah.
That we could sit on the side of the grill and let heat. It's big enough to drop the steak down in there and reverse sear it outside.
All right, throw some butter on it and let it sear. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, because it's not going to hurt that cast iron.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we can keep it hot on one side of the grill. And when you get done doing the steaks, you can slap them in there and do that. And we can do it all outside.
They might do something like that. Heck yeah.
From me to bring it.
Heck yeah.
What I'll do is I'll take it and I'll put it next to the JBL speaker.
Man. Just a gigolo, right?
Yes, sir. That's right. I've been working on some new stuff. I might even bring my harmonica down. We'll see.
Oh, man, you know what? You bring the harmonica down, Josh the Car might be giving you a call, Instead of a one-man band, you got a two-man band.
You keep on telling me to bring it up here, I've yet to reach down between my legs and grab and actually get out there and do it, but I might do it one day.
It's just people that you know.
It is people that I know.
I mean, what's the big deal? I mean, you just talk in front of people. I mean, heck, you're talking in front, of
millions and millions
of
the Spoofs Lounge.
Yeah. The millions
Fans.
and millions of the Rocks fans.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we bounced around. You brought me back here, and you said you had some conspiracy stuff.
Yeah, you know.
Let's rock it.
All right, man. So on Netflix, I talked a little bit about on the, Smitty, he was here last time. We talked about it a little bit, but man, I have been watching Ancient Aliens religiously.
Every Friday on History Channel all day long.
Well, it's on Netflix, so you just stream it.
Yeah, you can stream it. You don't have to stream nothing on. It's on the History Channel.
Yeah, I know it's on the History Channel.
I had a cousin that literally wouldn't go to work on Friday, and he'd sit around, and I know you're not getting warped by that stuff, but my cousin was literally warped by that stuff.
No, I mean, I'm not. No, I mean, but I'll watch it, and some of the stuff is so far out there, and it's so far left field.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, well, they're like, these ancient, I think they call them ancient astronaut theorists.
Yes.
That's the proper term now.
Yes.
And I mean, you kind of think about it, because I took astronomy.
The little small guy with the wild ass hair.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I took astronomy for several years in college. I mean, I love astronomy.
Was it padding your credits by doing all that, or off of enjoying
it? Right. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But it was, UNT had an awesome astronomy program. It's so cool learning about different stuff, and I was wanting to go into astrophysics and everything, but man, that's just tough. There's a lot of math on that,
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of math. I mean, I went did history, but so I mean, astronomy already intrigues me, and so I'm watching this, ancient, aliens, and I'm like, what the? I literally burst out because it does put me to sleep.
Yeah.
You get to do with the wild hair.
Right on.
I can only handle so much, and I'm done.
So much.
I mean, it's 10 o'clock at night.
I see him come on, go through History Channel, Niche Channel. Please, Niche Channel. Can you move a little faster?
It's just, the dude is wild, but some of this stuff, like, I was like, okay, so I mean, like, I'm watching it, let me go to sleep, especially like, I started working out again, and I'll take pre-workout, like, say around 5 o'clock. 10 o'clock, I'm still wired. And I'm like, okay, so I need something to help me go to sleep. I'm watching this. It does, but I've been watching it almost every night.
Right on.
And this stuff is like, it like, some stuff's so wild. Next episode,
Some of it's culpable.
Some of it kind of is, man. So, like, oh gosh, how can I say it? So some of the stuff that I have been listening to that was really good was talking about, Christianity and like the beginning of a lot of religions, because a lot of religions started at around the same time period.
Sure.
And they always talk about the heavens,
right?
Because whether it's, well, obviously you got ancient Egypt stuff started a lot of that, but that can be. We're going to go on a whole other deal on ancient Egypt.
Yes. Oh yeah.
But you go and you start talking. You start talking about it, and you start listening to certain things, and you will see that like a lot of the religions started around the same time period. And besides Christianity is probably one of the newer ones, I guess you could say. But you would even say, hey, from the heavens this, or from the heavens that, like in China, it was these golden dragons coming down from the sky.
Right on.
And I want to say Christianity, I think it was Gabriel. I could be, don't hold my feet to the fire, but talking about a golden chariot coming from the sky.
Right.
And
the trumpets blew.
Yes.
Trumpets blew and Gabriel rode in. I'm pretty sure you're correct.
Okay. I mean, I could be wrong. I have slept. I have had an adult beverage.
And don't hold me to that, but I think you're pretty close.
I'll do some more hard research on that. We can get it. But, but ancient Egypt, you had, Horus and all these gods come from the sky. It was always like 3 gods coming from the sky and whatnot. And so you're listening, like, how would you, if there is an ancient alien,
right?
You don't have the word for alien. There's not a word for spaceship.
No.
There's not a word for anything coming out of the sky besides calling it the heavens.
No.
So, could all of this stuff actually been an alien?
Maybe.
I mean,
I'm not discounting it, and I'll bring something up that you hadn't talked about yet.
Sure.
You talked about Egypt, so they got the pyramids and all that stuff.
Yes.
One thing that I'm most intrigued by, and this is because in the city of Arlington, before the Park Mall was built, they They did all, even after the parks was there, I believe. I'm pretty sure it was. There was a pond, pretty good sized pond, maybe an acre and a half and everything. But they had a recreation of Stonehenge there.
No kidding.
Now, we would go there at night and everything, and hook up with chicks and drink beer and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But the real Stonehenge, now you're talking.
Yeah.
How and why
Why
that's there?
why is the moon aligned
Why does
perfectly?
it work?
But
And
yeah,
you're talking about the moon now, and you're talking about astrology. Funniest thing recently, we got the supermoon going on, okay?
that was last night, right?
Last night.
Yeah.
We've had pretty close to full moon or good moons for the last couple of weeks. So anyway, I've lived in the same house for 10 years.
Okay.
Recently, I've noticed I wake up at night and I look over at my bathroom, and if the moon's coming down across the toilet, I know it's still about 12 or 1 o'clock. I want to get up and pee, I get up and pee.
Yeah.
But if it's hitting my shower curtain, man, I only got about 15 to 20 minutes left. Close your eyes again, you can pee in a minute. And that all happened this past week. And that's not no Stonehenge shit,
No.
but the moon and stuff lines up perfectly with all that Stonehenge stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I'm intrigued by. Now, did aliens put that there? I don't know.
There's no evidence.
There's no
It's
evidence.
just there.
But these things are freaking giant.
Yes.
They didn't have cranes. They didn't have none of that stuff. Just like the pyramids. Now, we know that supposedly they had slavery.
Oh,
They
slavery
moved
was
all-
rampant.
moved all that stuff,
that,
and they used pulleys, horses, and all that stuff. But things are immense. That we build all this stuff now with giant cranes.
And just think that, so the pyramids in Egypt, they were also encased with limestone at the end.
Yes.
Towards the end of the later dynasties, they would actually taking limestone off some pyramids and putting onto other pyramids.
Yes.
Because you couldn't get the limestone
Couldn't get it.
just because they only had certain territories. They were getting
And every stone that built all those pyramids weren't just right there.
no.
Thousands of miles they had to move that.
Yes, and so
So I'm not saying that there weren't no supernatural powers that were here back then that helped build all this stuff.
I want to say that there had been some kind of influence. Now, they do have, if you go on Netflix, and there is an episode that I believe I watched. I want to say it was last week. I haven't had a chance to watch any this week. It was last week or last weekend or something, and it was about pyramids and how the United States government says that there's no pyramids here, whereas there is evidence that there is pyramids. You need to watch it because there's even suppose there's an underground pyramid in Alaska.
Look at the back of the $1 bill. What do you mean there's no pyramid?
Exactly, man. I
Come on.
mean,
Come on.
brother.
Come on.
I mean,
Come on.
but if you think about it, they're saying that there's this massive underground pyramid in Alaska. Look that up on your phone. I've done it. And
They're all over South America. The Mayans,
all over
the
South
Mayans
America.
built them.
Yes, but you think about the pyramids are, and they're also talking about how many pyramids that are still around that haven't been found because people think that they're natural landmarks.
Right.
Because they've been overgrown with vegetation.
Sure.
And we got to think thousands and thousands of years.
Right.
The Earth takes back over.
The Earth takes back over in 10 years.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, look at when the forest fire hits. 10 years later, how immense the growth is, how good and pristine it is, and everything.
Yes.
Now you're talking about thousands of years. What could be hidden?
Tens of thousands of
Tens
years.
of thousands of years.
Yes. What can be hidden, and we need, oh my gosh. So Antarctica, they were talking about pyramids being found in Antarctica. The government denies everything, but there's no government enemy in Antarctica.
Right.
It's saying that is hands off, with the treaty. But
And how are you going to find it?
man,
Some people could say it's not there. Some people could say, well, we got this here that says there is.
yes,
Who's going to go melt the snow and find out?
exactly. That snow ain't coming off anytime
No.
soon. The Penguins got that dude on lock.
Yeah.
That-
And hell, it may be an igloo pyramid for all we know.
That is right.
You know what I mean?
But they were just off, but that is, I was watching that pyramid one and it was really good. The Antarctica one is probably one of the best, you can't call it a documentary because it isn't proven fact, but
Right.
it was really good. Really, really good. It was talking it was the 1500s, and there was a guy who did a map of Antarctica,
Right.
and it wasn't frozen yet. When they was claiming that Antarctica has been frozen for, millions of years.
Right.
How did this guy have a detailed map of Antarctica where certain landmarks are of Antarctica and all of this other stuff to where what is actually hidden there, because this guy drew the map and it wasn't frozen. He had green here. He had,
Oh yeah, I'm with you. I'm down.
and it's
Yeah.
like, how did this guy able to do this?
Right.
But anyway, back to the aliens part. Okay, we're going back to the alien stuff. Okay, so
You think the aliens didn't like the dinosaurs? I'm wondering.
you know what? They might have said like, "Fuck those guys," we're knocking them out. This is our turf.
I mean, we showed there's a big asteroid that hit that wiped them out.
It could have been a bomb. For all we know.
Maybe.
I mean, how else are we going to describe it?
I know.
But
Because our human population wouldn't do well with a bunch of Tyrannosaurus Rexes running around.
that is very true.
And everybody said, well, we have AR-15s. What the fuck are you talking about? Who would have the time to build AR-15s when you're running from dinosaurs and trying to protect yourself from, velociraptors?
Yeah, you got a point there. I
Yeah,
think if
yeah.
I'm getting chased by a raptor, would I enjoy an AR-15 in my hand? Absolutely, but
Sure.
I don't think I'm going to be able to construct one.
There you go. Exactly. Much less powder, the
Yeah,
bullets and all that.
Yeah, like I don't think I'm going to have a forge next to me where I'm going to be able to create a weapon,
Right on.
Like I'm going to be like, it's time to run and this dude is pissed
Right
at
on.
me,
Right.
Yeah. But, okay, so like the alien stuff, okay, so it all like, so I'm going through there and they're talking about all these different religions, but they're kind of focused on Christianity,
Right on.
you know,
They all do.
God came from the heavens, this and that, and they're like, it just makes you think like, man, could they have like, could Christianity, not taking anything away from anyone, but like, could it actually have been that like, hey, this being from outside
Right.
created life here, and that being could so-called be God?
That's my belief.
I don't understand why it couldn't. I mean,
I
if you
believe.
think about it, like this person, this
Not saying God's an alien or anything, but that's my belief. And some people might see that as him being an alien. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I don't know.
it kind of like the way you're describing it, you're like, the heavens back in the called the heavens,
Right,
above
it
it,
is
this
the
guy,
heavens and
God,
earth.
he created the heavens and earth. So
Right.
you gotta think, so us seeing God create the heavens and earth, that could be him placing a human there. Well, say like we weren't even like humans were even created on us. Say like we were created somewhere else, and he transported, put it there. Hey,
Right.
here's Adam and Eve.
Here's a better deal right here.
Hey,
Yeah.
here's Adam and Eve,
Right.
and there you go. Have at it. Like this is it. Here's the story. We're doing it. Okay, God created the heavens. He created earth here. He did this. Like this guy did it all,
Right.
and he could have been a super powerful, outerly world being.
Right.
I mean, why not? Because if you think about it, humans here on Earth, okay, this is the next little thing I got going on, okay? I am going to say it seems like a human being doesn't belong here.
No.
Because if you think about it, we get sunburned for being out in the sun too long.
Sure.
We're the only, we're going to say animal, okay? Because, I mean, technically we are an animal.
Yes.
That has to create shelter, and we have to create, like, tools and whatnot to survive.
Yes.
There's no one survive. Even like the people that live in that forbidden island in Hawaii.
No.
They have to still create huts and stuff to live in. They can't live outside. You can't just be like a dog where you're just like, yep, I'm just going to crash here for the night. We're good, bro. Like,
But yet at the same time, we've been given the intelligence to improve our environment.
that is true.
You know what I mean? So, because my grandparents' house when I was a kid, neither one of them had central air.
Yeah.
And the reason I bring that up is my grandmother and my granddaddy moved out to East Texas, and my Uncle Tommy bought their house and he put central air in it.
Okay.
I'd go over to visit. I said, "This is amazing." I'm grown now, but I can remember being there as a kid with a fan on every door. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And before that, there were no fans. You go back to Little House on the Prairie, Michael Landon and them. They built the wood deal, and can you imagine the heat that you slept in at night?
Oh, Yeah, the Eagles.
The cold, you built a fire in the fireplace, and the fireplace went up to the middle of the house. And in fact, you're real decent as long as you have wood. We had the Ingles, it's in progression. We've come up, and we ourselves are intelligent beings. And I don't really want to go here, but some could say if there are other planets watching us, are we aliens to them?
Well, we would definitely be an alien to someone else. Yeah. Unless we're just like a TV show or something,
We could be.
But I wouldn't put it past it. I mean,
Yeah.
You've seen what's been going on here lately. So.
I feel fairly confident that though, when it all comes down, that when I'm gone and dead, my soul's gonna go up. I'm gonna reunite with my loved ones up in heaven. That's my true solid belief.
Okay.
And but there could be we could be surrounded by visitors. I don't discount that.
Yeah.
None at all.
I can,
There are videos of spacecrafts going through. Hey, let me ask you this: have you ever seen Skylink go in the middle of the day?
The what now?
Skylink. Have you ever seen that?
Oh man, you know what? I honestly I've never seen Skylink day or night. I haven't seen it yet.
Bro. We're in the swim pool at Twacken. I had a girlfriend at Twacken. We're in the swim pool.
Okay.
Skylink goes over.
Yeah.
You stop what you're doing, and it's aliens, bro. It's aliens. I'll show you videos when we're done podcasting.
Okay, right on.
And it's exactly what I saw, and it makes you think, what in the world is going on?
Okay.
I mean, it streams across the sky, and it's going so fast it looks like it's several, but it's one satellite.
Sure.
During the day, that's so. I was just up in Wyoming, Utah, Idaho, and stuff. And you sit out there at night, and you can watch satellites go over. You can literally in the middle of the night, you can watch them go off.
Yes, up that broad horizon or whatnot. Yes. Absolutely.
This here, middle of the day, this thing's tracking across the sky, and they're like, "Who's coming to get us?"
That's
It's awesome. It's
okay.
Awesome. I hope one day you get to see it. It's really.
I need to probably pay a little more attention to the heavens that we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But hey, Elon Musk could be an alien.
Have you not seen him?
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like he could be an alien.
He could be.
I mean, he did this show up and out of nowhere, he's like, look at all the billions of dollars I have,
Tell you what, though, God bless Elon Musk. God bless Elon Musk. Get that damn Tesla phone out there, brother.
No, man, have you seen it? It ain't real.
It's real. It's fake.
It is fake, but man, if that Tesla phone happens.
Skylink.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the country. Anywhere. We can be out on that boat 4 hours out in the ocean.
Yep.
Full service.
That's right. Let's see what's happening in Facebook land. You know what I mean? Hey, we could do a podcast in the middle of the ocean.
Make it happen, Elon.
That man, dude, make that phone come out. Like I'm ready for it.
Ready for it.
I mean,
because supposedly when he does it, there'll be cameras on his launches. And
that'd be cool.
Phone, you could watch, from like diver view of the satellite being launched up.
Oh, sign me up. I'd love that.
Yeah, I mean, I love my Android. Don't get me wrong. I'll never be an iPhone guy, but I hope he goes after iPhone bigger than shit.
I hope that he does something like that and shuts it all down.
Yeah, me too.
'Cause, I mean, it's dumb. Like I got a text yesterday actually talking about how my phone was just paid off. I've had this phone for like 3 years. I'm like, oh. My phone's paid off.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to give me this. I'm like, but it's such a racket. Like you can't go, like if you go there and pay for your phone, it costs you more money to pay for your phone up front and then pay for your service than just paying your phone out.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes it, man, it's such a racket.
And if he doesn't, Elon, if you're listening, do that crypto friendly shit that I saw that might be on your deal. We're going to have a crypto podcast coming up soon for all you crypto people.
You know what? We will. I might have to take a back step on that one because I don't know it. So we'll have some more important people than I am.
Yeah. For sure.
I absolutely know nothing about crypto except let's see here. I had the Shiba coin whenever it was coming out. Gosh, what was it? 5 years ago.
I just dumped 20 million Shiba coin to pay for my fishing trip.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think so.
I took about $150 loss to pay for a freaking trip. But I'm talking bigger and better stuff now.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I was messed around at work. It was like 5 years ago, and that's when all the pretty much COVID was post-COVID, and like you had GameStop go through the roof and AMC.
GameStop, man.
Yeah.
I would have loved somebody that said, "Hey, buy some GameStop, bro."
You know, I had this kooky dude at my work,
Yeah.
and he always talked like he knew stocks and everything. And I'm like, dude, get out of my office.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, you are batshit crazy. He's like, oh, man, buy AMC, buy, the GameStop, buy this. And I'm like, I ain't about to buy another. It's like, it's going through the roof.
Yeah.
This dude showed me where he put like $10,000 in GameStop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Don, you have lost your damn mind.
Yeah.
I was like, he took all the money out of his savings. He had 10,000 in his savings.
Right.
He put it in GameStop. And in 3 days is when it shot through the roof.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he sold it right when and I'm like, that's whenever the whole Robinhood stuff off, because he lost all the funds. But he wasn't using Robinhood. He was using something else. And so he was able to sell it.
Right.
And he was showing me this. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
And
every once in a while, you need to stop down and listen to a kooky motherfucker.
He had money in GameStop and he had an AMC, and he's like, so he did the GameStop deal. Then like, I want to say it was like a month later when AMC took off. Remember that? And he didn't do that much. I think he only put like, he might have put like $1,000 in AMC. Like, I hear it's going to the roof. I've been watching this Reddit. They're about to pump it up. And I'm like, they ain't about to do this again. Sure enough, it goes through, and he pocketed all this money, and I'm going,
Oh yeah.
all right, man, like, I got to get on some of this, but nothing ever really took off like that again.
Right on. I'm in a deal right now. I'm earning 18.18% interest monthly.
Oh, right on.
Monthly.
Hey, right on, man. That's some dividend.
And I'm growing. I'm growing people under me.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. We got a buddy that maybe Michael can bring on here in a week or two, and it could be just informational.
Yeah.
And nobody's trying to sell nothing on Michael's podcast.
No, we don't. We don't sell nothing here.
Although I guess I've never done this before, and I know you had Richard on.
Yeah.
But this amazing podcast booth right here.
Yes, which is about to even become more amazing.
Is given for people to use at Railport Brewing.
Yes.
And show me another brewery that does that.
No,
I don't know one.
No, they hadn't,
I'd say there's not, but
sure.
That's where we're at. We're at Railport Brewing.
And
a amazing little podcast room.
It's a neat little studio.
It is.
And it's going to get a lot better.
Yeah.
And I believe right now I have, me, obviously we have us that, we do it a couple of times a week. And then there is a Dungeons and Dragons group that comes in on Sunday. And
they shut this back area down.
Yeah,
they get in there. They're serious.
Well, they're here for like 6-7 hours playing Dungeons. I've never played no Dungeons.
I ain't gonna play that. The only Dungeons and Dragons stuff I got back when I got back from the Army after being in the Army and being in high school. Veterans Park in Arlington, there was a devil homicide there. 2 people got their heads cut off.
Okay.
It was Dungeons and Dragons related.
No kidding.
It
got real.
I'm gonna bring it into the podcast, Michael. Dead ass, baby. Yeah.
Do you think it took off on Ultimate Airlines?
I have no idea, but hey, the girl I went to high school, Teresa Smith, if you're out there listening, I know you were there and you saw it and when you found them, and God bless you. But yeah, Dungeons and Dragons shit. 2 people beheaded.
Gee.
That
That shit got real. I don't think I can think of a game that real.
I guess they rolled the dice wrong or something.
They did something. They made somebody mad.
Yeah, they pissed somebody.
They set someone sideways.
I mean, I don't know about to this date, but for the last I heard, nobody was caught. You know what I mean?
Oh man, so it's like a huge conspiracy now.
Maybe.
Man, with Dungeons and Dragons
Could have been Highlander come down and.
It could have been.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hell of a movie.
Great movie.
Hell of a movie.
A great movie.
A suffering soul, though, living all those years meeting women and dying before him. Good movie.
That could be only one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit.
Yes. Good stuff. So then before we close it up, we got a big fishing trip coming up.
Big fishing trip.
And then
12 hours, baby.
that's right. We're gonna go catch sea. I mean, it'd be kind of cool. I mean, I ain't gonna be opposed to catching some tuna.
That's what I'm wanting.
You know, maybe depending on what's going after, maybe some wahoo.
Wahoo.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Some red snapper.
Yeah,
I mean, all men love snapper. You know, right?
damn right they do.
They love snapper.
That's
Maybe
right.
some grouper.
You know what? I ain't gonna be opposed to that.
But if we can get a hold of some tuna, Michael, I'm down like Charlie Brown.
Hey, man, we'll slice up and have it sashimi style.
Oh yeah, I'm bringing the 65 Yeti. I hope I fill it up. I hope y'all bring big coolers and we fill those up.
Absolutely.
You know, the cost of the trip has nothing to do with anything. If we go out there and we get bites and we don't catch nothing, we're out there having a good time together.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Man, I've said this before, but the friends that I've met at Railport are going to be lifelong friends. We've done amazing things together. This podcast is one of them.
Yeah.
But man, the fishing trips. This would be our second. We did a intercoastal trip the last time.
Yeah.
And we stayed in $1 million house. And it's fucking awesome.
That was pretty.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Badass.
Yeah.
That's where we're staying this time, by the way.
That's right.
But we're going down during Lone Star Rally.
Yes. The three-wheeler what?
What?
Three-wheeler
Rally.
rally.
Okay, I'm a loser from Loser MC. Loser forever, forever loser. And I'll be down in Galveston during Lone Star Rally. That ain't no Lone Star Rally. That's a tripe. That's a front two-wheel, one-reel music, neon light show is what
Sidewinders, right?
Sidewinders, yeah. Yep. They'll have some side kicks or whatever, where you sit.
Yeah, like the little T-Rex type thing.
Yeah,
it was like a four-wheeler.
One day I want to rent one of those and I want to do the hill country in one of those, but that ain't no damn motorcycle rally, people. But anyway, we'll be down there during that time, but we're going fishing.
Damn right.
Fishing.
And, even if people who aren't super big fishermen, if you can go deep sea fishing,
yeah,
it's a totally different experience.
I've never been.
I mean, not even like deep sea, just going in the ocean and going fishing.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
Well, yeah, because we did it last time.
Yeah.
But it should be something that everybody should experience at least one time.
I can't wait to check out these bean bags on this boat that we get to ride out on.
Oh, I know, right?
They got bean bags on the boat, and
I'm just glad that they have a bathroom, so I don't have to go take a deuce on the side of the.
I want to give a shout out to Clarence for bringing me another beer. Thanks, Clarence. But yeah, they got bean bags on the boat for us to ride out and ride back.
Yeah.
They got our bathroom on the boat, and so we're allowed to bring our drinks and everything else. I've decided, Michael, that I am not cracking a beer. I'm not cracking. I plan on bringing stuff, make old fashions, but until the boat starts heading back to sea or back to land, I'm not drinking nothing.
No.
Okay. Not gonna do it.
Okay.
Now then, Rodney's saying he ain't gonna drink. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm going to sit back and watch.
My plan is to not drink
Okay.
until we start heading back to land.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have my big girl panties on. I'm gonna get Robin to give me a couple of those ear deals, put behind my ears. Y'all have all that. I'm gonna have that and everything. But I think I'm gonna enjoy the trip better, catching fish, trying to catch fish and stuff.
Yeah.
And on the way back, man,
Have fun.
let's break out the bourbon. I got some Eli something or another old fashioned mix.
Yes.
I got the cherries.
Okay.
And, we'll have a couple of those on the way back, maybe.
Hey, celebrate,
Maybe some seltzers or something. I don't want to drink heavy or nothing because I want to get back and I want to break out the JBL. I want to be able to sing and know what I'm doing. Maybe cut up some sushi.
Oh man, we get a couple of tuna. Start slicing that, make some sashimi out of it. Maybe even like some tuna steaks. Bam.
Oh,
so
yeah.
what we will do?
Fire the grill up.
Yeah, but we'll get the the griddle going, or so if we get like any kind of like iron skillet or whatever. Like what I'll do is I get it. Obviously I put tons of butter down.
Oh yeah.
But get this tuna. You put like a lot of the salt, pepper. It's like seasoning like a steak.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
This syrup like a minute on each side.
Each side.
Oh man.
Right in the middle, baby.
Well, yeah, it's absolutely. That is some good stuff, man. Oh, that stuff.
We catch the sharks. We'll do the sharks the same way.
Shark steaks are good.
Shark steak is fucking good.
Man, I
Ribeye of the ocean, baby.
yes, I love some good shark.
Ribeye of the ocean.
I love some good shark. But man, like man, you start going out there, and all the fish tastes good. Now apparently, the United States government has shut down amberjack for the rest of the year,
Man.
which I'm sure there's a reason.
Sure there is. Maybe too many have been caught.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a reason. It sucks whenever you're going out there like, hey, let's go get some amberjack. It's amberjack season, and they're like,
Right.
oh yeah, you guys ain't catching none of that. That's what I was saying. Like, it's deer season, but you can't shoot a deer.
Yeah.
It sucks, but yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is. But hey, November 8th, we'll be out on the ocean.
Yes.
Matter of fact, let's plan somewhere week after or so. Let's podcast our trip.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I'll say so. The week after, November 15th, here at Railport, they are having a meet your local racer, and we're going to have actually all the race cars parked out front of Railport.
Awesome.
So I'll have my dragster. Robin will have her super hot rod out here, and Smitty, who was just on the show as well.
Kenny V be here.
Kenny V will be in attendance.
Hell yeah.
And so I mean, we'll have like a good variety of your local racers around here, and you get a chance to meet them. And plus, if you want to meet who's been on this podcast, you can come out and listen. Come out and meet us.
Right on. And hey, if you're throwing something out there, so this Saturday, if you hear this podcast before this Saturday, they're digging a hole in the back. They're going to throw coals in the ground. They're going to throw a whole pig in there.
That's going to be October 11th. Yes,
this Saturday.
Yes, that is this
Saturday.
Saturday. Yeah.
So if you happen to hear this podcast before then, there's going to be a pig in the ground.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
So my neighbor Chris.
So
Yes.
not to talk shit about anybody. Yeah, Chris is awesome. His wife, quail egg lady, awesome. Quail egg shots once again.
Yes.
Good shit.
I mean, I will eat raw quail eggs this all day long.
Pour the bourbon on it. Watch the little whites cook a little bit. Suck it down. Although I do a shot version. Michael sips on it. And gets all the good white and everything.
I'm dignified.
Finishes it off.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
but not to be against anybody and everything, but I'm betting if they do a pig in the ground this weekend, there won't be any Muslims here. You don't have to worry about you won't have to worry about getting
I think there won't be a whole lot of Muslims.
I don't think they'll be here.
Yeah.
So if you want to come out and eat some pig from the ground and you hear this podcast before then, come out. I'll be here. I'll shake your hand.
They're right.
But if not, November 15th, I'll be here signing autograph, $5 a piece. And all that said,
See, the most interesting man in Ellis County.
buy me a beer, I'll give you an autograph, or I'll give you a big hug, whatever you want. Hey, hell of a show, Mike.
I'll agree with that, man. You can't miss Rodney. You see the man with the most beautiful mullet you ever seen.
I'll wear my Savannah Bananas jersey for that day, so you ain't going to miss me. It's bright yellow. Savannah Bananas #1.
Copy that, man.
There you go.
All right, man. We're going to go ahead and close it up. Roddy, man, thanks for co-hosting on this one. I think we're going to do a couple more. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I'm good. Awesome. Love it. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
For inviting me. Hope everybody out there enjoys what we're doing.
Heck yeah, man. Guys, thank you for listening. We'll catch you on the next one.